Drone here. This is Zeraxa 2.0, and this is an exclusive Radioshack drone. I haven't bought anything from Radioshack just because I think they're overpriced. But the Radioshack in my area is closing, and this was discounted like 60%, where I deemed it okay. Still a little bit overpriced, but I figured it's exclusive to Radioshack. Nobody's rebranded this body. You don't see JJRC, you don't see Ishin, you don't see SEMA. Nobody's taken this body and cloned it, so this is kind of like one of a kind. So it's direct to Radioshack. So and I personally like the look of it. I showed you the look at it at the beginning. We'll get it up close a little bit to show you the look of it during flight, and we're just going to show you a little bit of the flyability here. You can hear there is a little bit of wind. It's not heavy wind. It's like 6 mile an hour wind, and it's able to hang. I do have it in the second speed setting, and it's doing well in it. It's having 0 issues flying in this. There's a little bit of funnel action for you. It's definitely a flyer. Immediately taking it out of the box, I believe it's called Duraflex. I believe this is made out of Duraflex, which is the same thing the Sky Vipers were made out of, where it's a heavier plastic. It's a plastic that you can probably run directly into something and you're not going to break anything on it. Obviously, if you do a nosedive into the ground with one of the motors, you're probably going to mess up the motors and whatnot. But as far as the body's probably not going to crack. It seems very well constructed. And again, flyability is good. We're not going to take this too crazy because this is an RTF flight, ready to fly out of the box. I've not charged the battery, and who knows, actually I know. This has been sitting on the shelves since about Christmas. That's when they stocked these drones, because they didn't have them in there prior to Christmas. So this has been sitting on the shelves from Christmas, so I don't expect a super long RTF flight here, but definitely wanted to get it out because I was eager to fly it. And here's a really good look at that face. Yes, it does have a camera. The camera is kind of unique to anything that I've seen, where you can actually take it off and use it as a standby, I guess, which is slightly weird. Obviously you have to run power to it, but I believe connecting it to the computer like you would with a touchpad or your cell phone to get media off of it will power it. So if you had handheld USB with batteries, then you could probably walk around and use it as a standby, because it does have buttons on the top of it that you can use too. We're not testing the camera right now. We will test it later on and see how it is, but I definitely just wanted to get it out here to see flyability, and I'm happy with flyability. I paid right around and there you go. It has a feature, just like I'm starting to notice with a lot of drones, where it's limiting your ceiling when the voltage gets low, which is good. I didn't like it at first when I first noticed it on, I forget which drone, but it is a good feature. It keeps you from flying super high. If you're ignoring the voltage meter, you're gonna eventually come close to the ground and then be grounded or do an auto land and not have to worry about breaking anything. But again, the construction of this body, I don't think you're gonna break anything if you do crash it. There's another good look at it. Really cool looking drone. There's nothing on the market that looks like this, and that's why I was super happy to get it. I did buy another one. The other one that I bought is the Dominator 2.0. That was a little bit cheaper, doesn't have a camera on it, and we'll definitely test that too. Again, Radioshack drone. Radioshack's closing in my area. It's exclusive to Radioshack. Nobody's cloned it, and super cool. Cool factor on it through the roof. Kind of got big old bug eyes and kind of like a facial construction like a gnome or something. A really ugly gnome, but I like it. Guys, I'm Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you're on Facebook, check out Drone Days. If you like RC cars, check out Grounded RCs. The links will be down below. Take care.